Hey guys, how you doing? It's Gavin here from the Growing Younger team. I'm a personal trainer, functional agent specialist and nutrition coach, and today's video is about basic or beginner knee strengthening exercises for people over the age of 45. Now in our Growing Younger studio here in the Growing Younger program, we see lots and lots of people who have knee problems, okay? Personally myself, I've had over 8 knee operations, meniscus tears, and the last one I had was a high tibial osteotamy, which basically means they put a big wedge of bone into my shin to offload the weight from one side of the knee to the other side of the knee to stop the cartilage and bone rubbing. And I've had to rehab over the last couple of years, okay? And obviously with clients as well, quite empathetic to knee problems. And you know, we get people strong and functioning even with bad knees. So these 3 exercises today are going to be really, really beneficial for anybody over 45 who's a beginner at exercise or has some kind of knee trouble. Now, what we first need to understand is that the knee joint is a stable joint, okay? The shoulder is a mobile joint, it moves around in lots of planar movements, but the knee has one range, it moves back and forth, extends the leg, and that's all it does. But if the muscles above and beyond that joint are weak and that stabilize that joint are weak, then you're going to get lots of knee problems, because if your knee kind of wobbles a little bit when you stand up, it just means your glutes and your hips are not very strong, and they will contribute to extra knee pain. So this video is part of 3 videos, and the first one today is going to be basically the quads. Okay, there's a lot of muscles in the leg. You got the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes to some degree. I'm going to cover those three components off over the next 3 videos. So the first one, quads. Now, if you're a beginner at exercise, or even if you've got sore knees, then we need to start somewhere. And the best way I have found to start was with a simple wall squat. So I'm going to use the wall behind me. I'm just going to talk you through this exercise. So what you find, you come and find a wall, right? And what you're going to do, you're going to just put your back against the wall and you're going to come down. So if you're feeling strong enough, you can come down and try and get 90 degrees with your leg, all right? If that's too much for you, you can come up, you can adjust this exercise as you go. So you can come 45 degrees and just hold it there. And the idea is to just hold it, contract the muscles, these quads will start to work, and you're going to get a benefit from doing it. So with this exercise, what you want to be doing, we're going to try and be aiming for about 3 sets of 30 seconds. So do 30 seconds, take 30 seconds rest, 30 seconds again, 30 second rest, 30 seconds again. And I want to be doing this probably every day, okay? Because they need to be lots of volume to strengthen these up. So as you get stronger though, you're going to find that this higher position is not going to work anymore. That means then you come down into your 90 degrees. And what it does, it really strengthens those legs in an isometric contraction, which means you're just holding. And as you get stronger, you can actually hold a dumbbell or an extra weight, do it for longer periods of time. But whatever you do, try and increase this every single week. Now, the next exercise we've got is something that we all do every single day, we just never really train for it. And that is this, basically an easy version of a squat. And it's from sitting to standing. We're using this little box here, okay? You can use a chair or anything else, okay? But ultimately, this is a bit higher. So ultimately, what you want to be doing is having a chair or something that when you sit on it, you get to about 90 degrees. Again, this might be a little bit too hard for you. So if it is too hard for you, you just turn the box up on its side, get a higher chair, and again, you can see the angle is a little bit different. But we do this every day. We stand up from a chair every single day. Now, a lot of our clients will come in and they lean forward and they stand up to take the pressure off the legs. But you want to be practicing every single day to stand up using your own legs and your own power, because what's interesting is that our leg strength deteriorates twice as fast as your upper body strength as you get older. Now that's a significant problem, because ultimately, you're not going to be able to get up off that couch if you don't practice this thing. So when you come down, practice standing up and sitting down. So what you want to be doing, you want to be having your legs out about shoulder width, turn your toes out slightly, arms across the chest, and just stand up. Come back down with a bit of control, touch the box, and come back up. So from the side, it looks a bit like this. Come back down, touch, and come back up. And the stronger you get, the lower you can go, all right? And again, when you're doing these exercises, it's all about control. So you come up, stand up nice and fast, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, touch, and stand back up. And again, we're going to be doing this for about 15 reps if you're a beginner, and take 30-second rest in between, and do 15 again, and then 30 seconds in between, and keep on that kind of thing. Again, practice this every day. Every time you get up off a chair, use your legs, do an extra few reps, okay? Really, really important. And the last exercise I'm going to show you is a version of a knee extension or leg extension. Now, these knee extensions is actually not a great exercise. It's an open chain exercise, and as I discussed, is that if you start doing this wrong and the hip joint is a bit off, you get a lot of loading on the knee that you shouldn't be having. Also, it puts a lot of shearing force in. So the exercise you want to be choosing is something called a closed chain exercise. And the closed chain exercise means that the foot is flat on the floor and the leg moves around the foot, because then what's happening is you're creating stability from the ground up. If your leg's in space, it moves around and the hip moves around. So I'm going to show you how to do that with a band. And if you haven't got a band, you know, just invest in one. They're really, really inexpensive, and it'll be really beneficial to you, right? So I'm going to show you that exercise right now. So, like I said, I'm using this really inexpensive band, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put my leg into the band this way. I wrap it around just under the knee there. And what I'm going to do is put some tension on the band. Keep your knee up, or put your feet flat on the floor. You're going to bend your knee forward and extend it back. Let the knee drift forward and extend it back. I'll just move that camera so you can see a little bit better. So what this is doing is that when you look at the leg joint itself, when you extend it, and this front of the leg actually has to contract to get the muscles to work. So if you let the knee drift forward, extend it back, you feel a really tense contraction in the front of the leg. And this is a fantastic exercise to actually build up that core strength. I'm only doing a couple right now, and I can feel it starting to burn. So if you can imagine putting all these three exercises together, you're really going to be able to build up your leg and knee strength in a relatively short amount of time. It's not difficult, it's not going to hurt you, it's not going to cause you to go through lots of pain and cause lots of soreness, but it will ultimately build up those quad exercises. Now, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification so you don't ever miss a video, and you know, leave a comment down below. I try to answer all the questions I can, and obviously you know, I'll do my best to get back to you guys, because I do know knee problem is a massive issue. Also as well, there's going to be a couple of links down below. Okay, one of them is for a knee support. So if you need a knee support, there's one I recommend down below. It's really, really good. Straps the knee up really, really well, and you know, you get a bit of extra support. And I'll do a video on that another time. Also as well, every month we're going to give away 5 copies of our book. I'm going to try and put an image just there. It's basically how to feel and look younger naturally. It's an ultimate guide to staying functionally fit after 50. A really, really good book. We've had lots and lots of feedback. We're going to give away 5 every month. So there's going to be a link down below for you to claim that book as well. So, like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Practice those exercises. I guarantee you that in about 6 weeks from now, if you do these every single day, your leg strength is going to massively improve. And like I said, you know, with better leg strength, you know, your fitness gets better. You're able to do more things around the house. And your knee pain potentially can start to dissipate a little bit. So anyway, that's it for me, guys. Have a really good day, and I will see you on the next one. See ya.